Good evening. We are on air with a special bulletin to bring you the result of the vote of confidence in the Prime Minister Boris Johnson. The voting closed less than an hour ago at 8 p.m. and we're expecting the results any second now, really. It's the end of a day of fast-moving developments. First thing, the chairman of the 1922 committee, Sir Graham Brady, who is effectively the shop steward for Conservative MPs, announced that he'd had enough letters of no confidence in the Prime Minister to trigger a vote. And the number of MPs going public with their intention to vote against his premiership continued to grow during the course of the day. Well, MPs are now in one of the committee rooms, just a few yards from where I'm standing here in Westminster, getting ready to hear the result from Sir Graham Brady. While we wait for him to stand up, our political editor Gary Gibbon is with me, and well, in fact, they're walking in now, so perhaps we should just wait and see what he says.
Good evening. I can report as returning officer that 359 ballots were cast, no spoiled ballots, that the vote in favour of having confidence in Boris Johnson as leader was 211 votes, and the vote against was 148 votes. And therefore, I can announce that the Parliamentary Party does have confidence.
So there we have the result. Boris Johnson has survived, but there were 148 people who voted no confidence in him. Gary, what does that mean?
It means Boris Johnson is not just walking wounded, he's probably staggering a bit. This is quite a bit higher than he was expected. It's not what ministers are about to say and rush to the microphone saying they're going to put the best possible gloss on this. But this is higher than very senior figures in the government were expecting. It's higher than Theresa May had in the vote against her when she was in trouble 4 years ago. And that was a kind of mark that a milestone that people were looking at. This will make Boris Johnson very nervous about his chances of getting to the general election.
Well, joining me now to discuss all of that is the International Trade Secretary, Marie Trevelyan, precisely one of those ministers rushing to the mic. Thank you very much. It's bad, isn't it? I mean, this is walking wounded, if not walking dead.
So my colleagues have cast their votes, and as the Prime Minister has said, he wants this to be the opportunity to move forwards together now as a party tomorrow. He will have heard, and I know he met with many colleagues through the course of the day, the issues that had brought them to the point where they felt they wanted to vote no confidence, and he will want to bring the party together now tomorrow with all those issues that are important. He wants to make sure
148 of your colleagues think he is not fit to lead. That is a huge chunk of your party. They're going to be back.
So the system that is in place is that this is now set for a year, and I know that the Prime Minister will want to tomorrow draw together all those issues that he heard from colleagues and carry on setting out the really important agenda that we're driving forwards, tackling the cost of living crisis, really driving through the energy transformation that we need to do, investing in the infrastructure that we know the whole country is, making sure that we level up across the country. And for
so
all our
nothing will
colleagues,
change as a result of this. I mean, it's not that he's going to go, OK, I hear there's a problem, 148 of you think I'm terrible, and I will do something to change your mind.
So, not being the Prime Minister, I can't tell you exactly how he will present this, but what I know is that he will draw together all those issues that he's heard through the course of the day and drive forwards a policy framework that will ensure that we are delivering, the Conservative Party is delivering for United Kingdom. He had the largest majority that we've seen in 40 years in 2019. The British people gave him an incredible mandate to go and both deliver Brexit and to deliver a broad range of policy areas. Of course, we've had COVID for 2 years, an emergency situation, but we are now free of that thanks to his incredibly strong leadership. And
Can
he
you
wants
work
to
with
crack
Jeremy
on
Hunt
with that.
now?
So the Prime Minister,
Nadine Dorris, you know.
So the Prime Minister will set forward tomorrow how he wants to go forwards, and I know that all colleagues will want to work together to ensure that we're delivering a Conservative agenda, that manifesto that we all got elected on back in 2019, so that we can do what is absolutely right and important for our amazing country.
Marie Trevelyan, thank you very much indeed for joining us. So that is the news. Boris Johnson has, as expected, survived the confidence vote, but with 148 of his colleagues voting against him, that is a bigger margin than Theresa May's vote of confidence. He is in trouble. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Good night.